everyone, my name is Jennifer. I'm a resident of Santa Ana, and today I'm going to be showing you around the city of Santa Ana. In case you are someone who's considering moving here, there is a lot to know about this city. It is a great place to live. I've lived here for 2 years, but before that I lived in Orange County for many other years, so I know the area pretty well. I'm going to be taking you around to some random spots in Santa Ana and some of the more touristy spots in Santa Ana, so you can know all there is to know about this city. Here I am in my backyard. This is like how most homes in Santa Ana look like. They're mostly one-story homes. The neighborhood I live in is pretty chill, pretty safe. Santa Ana is not known for being like a fancy city. It's pretty middle class, and yeah, I mean, I don't own this house or anything. I rent a room here, but yeah, I'll just show you around and then we'll go to our first spot and I'll tell you all there is to know, like crime rates. I mean, not crime rates, but what I know about crime in Santa Ana, some of the best spots to visit, and kind of like the vibe, the lifestyle, the demographics of the city. So let's get started with a small tour of this backyard, just to so you can get an idea of what you can expect if you were to move into a home here in Santa Ana or buy a home in Santa Ana. Okay, so here I am in Mayberry Park. This is a park that is very close by to where I live. This is a great, long, big park where it's great for taking your dogs out on walks or on a bike ride in my case. It's a pretty safe park, especially during the day. I don't really come here at night, but there's no like gangs or anything. This is one of the relatively safe areas of Santa Ana. Santa Ana in Orange County is one of the cities in Orange County known for a little bit more violence, but it's not even that bad. There are some specific areas in Santa Ana where there might be a little bit more of like gang activity, but it's pretty tame, especially since Santa Ana has been getting very gentrified. There's not that much violence or gang activity anymore. Let me show you a map. This is the area where I live. Most of this area is pretty safe. Also the downtown area. So let's just move on to the next area and I'll tell you more about the demographics of the city and other interesting things to know. So before we go to the next spot, I just wanted to clarify when I said that there's no lot of crime in this area where I live. Like, there is no crime, but there is a little bit of crime, every now and then, like a breaking or something in a car. One time I forgot to lock my car and somebody went through it and they took $10 that I had in the car. It was like a teenager. I sat on the ring cam. But yeah, you don't hear like breakings into homes or things like that. Maybe like if somebody leaves their backyard unlocked, somebody might go in and see if they find something of value. But in this area, there aren't really like shootings or violent crime to report. And this is the Mayberry area park. Okay, so let's go to the next spot. Okay, so this is downtown Santa Ana. It's usually really nice, but right now there's a lot of construction going on. Apparently back in the day, downtown Santa Ana was kind of lame. There was a little bit more violence or whatnot, but right now it's very gentrified. There's a lot of really cool restaurants, cool bars, breweries, a lot of cool things. And excuse me for the noise, but like I said, there's construction going on. But this is like the best place to hang out if you come to Santa Ana, if you live in Santa Ana. So I'm gonna show you around. Like I said, it usually looks better. Let's just go see what we see. Also, this is 4th Street Market. It's one of the best food spots in Santa Ana. But right now, because it's the middle of the day and there's a lot of construction, obviously it's pretty dead in here. But if you come on a weekend or later in the day, it's popping. It's pretty nice. I've actually shot a short film here, or like a scene for my short film before. So 4th Street Market, I actually love coming here just to grab a quick bite or just to hang out with friends. There's a lot of really cool drinking spots around here. And what I like also about Santa Ana is that it is a Hispanic city, right? There's a lot of Mexican people or Hispanic people, so I feel comfortable around other minorities like myself. But that doesn't mean like you cannot live here unless you're Hispanic. Like, of course, there are a lot of other ethnicities around here. I see Asian people all the time and white people. I think they're more Hispanic people than Asian people than other ethnicities. But yeah, if you're interested in the demographics, it's mostly Hispanic people, but there are obviously a lot of other people in the city that live here or that come hang out here. But it is mostly Hispanic, and you hear a lot of people talking in Spanish because, I mean, Santa Ana used to be in Mexico, so of course there are going to be Mexican people around here. Santa Ana is one of the best spots to visit if you're looking for really good Mexican food. Like, is where you will find the best tamales in probably the Orange County area. Something else to know about Santa Ana is that, Orange County is an expensive area, almost as expensive as Los Angeles, but Santa Ana is just slightly cheaper than the rest of Orange County. Not by a lot, but it is a little bit cheaper, so you might find slightly cheaper apartments or cheaper homes around here, but it's still expensive, It's one of the reasons I want to move out. I mean, I love it, the climate, the weather is amazing, obviously, but it is an expensive area, Southern California, because the weather is so great and because there are so many great things around. Everybody wants to live here, which makes it really expensive. So that's why I am wanting to move out of here. But anyway, let me put on my sunglasses and let's go see if we find other interesting spots to explore. Okay, so another interesting thing that I forgot to mention is that apparently in downtown Santa Ana, there is a really big punk scene among Hispanic people for some reason, and in general. Like, when I come here, I always see some like young people dressed as punks, millennials or slightly older people dressed in punk attire. I don't know anything about punk. I'm not interested in punk, but if you are someone who's interested in punk, maybe you would like to come hang out in Santa Ana or come live in Santa Ana. But anyways, I'm gonna unplug my car. I think it's now charged a little bit more, and we're gonna go to a store. You can see a regular store in Santa Ana, which pretty much looks like any other store anywhere. I just need to buy some things, so I'll show you a different area. Okay, so I just got all the stuff that I needed. Basically, just needed like some coffee, disinfecting wipes, blah 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 blah. But before we move on to the next spot, let's talk about transportation in Santa Ana. Santa Ana is very close to all of the main freeways, and this is a city where there's always something walking distance. Like, if you are hungry and need a restaurant, or if you wanna go get some groceries, there's always something relatively close that you could walk or like take your bike. Unlike other cities, like cities in Texas, where you like have to jump on the highway if you want to go to a store, or you just have to drive for sure. I'm not saying it's like the most walkable city in America, but it's far more walkable than other cities, even here in Orange County. And there's also a train train station here. So that's the train line that goes all the way down to Oceanside, from Oceanside to downtown LA. So if you wanted to go to downtown LA, but you don't want to sit through traffic, you could just go here to the train station in Santa Ana, buy a ticket, and then you'd be in downtown LA in about an hour. I mean, it's not the fastest means of transportation, but you know, if you don't want to drive, you could get to downtown LA. There is a bus line here in Santa Ana and Orange County, but it doesn't come as around as often as bus lines in LA, because I've lived in LA too, and there's a lot more buses around in LA. You know, if you needed public transportation, there is some options here in Santa Ana. And now I'm staring at Del Taco. I've been craving Del Taco all day. I mean, not Del Taco specifically, but like a crunchy taco. But I told myself I was gonna eat healthier for lunch because I'm eating pizza for dinner. But I might just get the taco. Yeah, let's go. Can I get the Del Taco? Okay. Yeah, that's it. Today I'm able to drive around and show you the city because it's my day off, so don't think that I'm always just driving around the city having a good old time. I usually am working, but today is my day off, so that's why I have time to show you around. So I'm back home. There's only one more spot that I'm gonna show you in a bit. I'm gonna go to the gym so you can just see a local gym. It's probably gonna look the same as any other gym, but you know, it's one more location here in Santa Ana that you can see. But before we go there, I wanted to talk about tourism here in Santa Ana. You know, you are kind of like in the heart of Orange County. So you're basically surrounded by all of the other cool spots in Orange County. Irvine's right like 10 minutes away. Costa Mesa, it's like 15 minutes away. Orange, California is 5 minutes away. Anaheim is 15 minutes away. Disneyland is 15 to 20 minutes away. LA is an hour to an hour and a half away. The beach is only 20 to 25 minutes away, depending on traffic. You are close to everything here in Santa Ana. So that's another reason why it is a great place to live. And as I mentioned before, the weather, it's never too bad. Most of the time, the weather is pretty good. Sometimes it can get cold and sometimes it can get really hot. But for the most part, it's never unbearable. Like this morning, I had a jacket on because it was really chilly, but now it's pretty warm. So, you know, I feel like it's summer, even though it's not. It's still winter time. Like it's February 18th of 2022 today. And, you know, it's pretty warm outside. I would say this is also a very dog-friendly city. I see people bringing their dogs to breweries or restaurants, outdoor restaurants all the time. I bring my dog to inside stores like Ross and Target all the time, even though you're not supposed to. Nobody ever tells me anything. One other thing I forgot to mention is that in downtown Santa Ana, there is the arts district. So if you're someone interested in art, you can go there. There's art crawls all the time. And they have an art school, and a lot of artists lived in the lofts there. So even though Santa Ana is mostly residential zones with homes, real homes, there's also like some apartment buildings here and there. But yeah, other than that, I am going to be coming up with a video about what it's like to live in Orange County in the future, but this one was just focused on Santa Ana specifically. So if you're interested in what it's like to live in Orange County, stick around, subscribe so you can be notified when that video comes out. Anyways, that was it. I hope you enjoyed the video and it was helpful and it helps you make a decision if you're interested in moving to Santa Ana, and I'll see you on the next one.